Dawn broke over the bamboo forest, painting the sky in soft hues of pink and gold. Paws the panda and Turt the turtle were about to discover something magical. Paws tilted his head, his ears twitching curiously as he caught the faintest of whispers carried by a strange, glowing breeze. Turt listened too, his eyes wide with wonder. Without hesitation, Paws bounded after the mysterious breeze, his bracelet swinging wildly. Turt plodded steadily behind, following the whispers that seemed to be calling them deeper into the forest. They arrived at a secluded glade where the breeze danced and swirled, forming a mesmerizing spiral of light. Fireflies circled around them, adding their gentle glow to the enchanted scene. Suddenly, the swirling breeze revealed its gift, a glowing whisperstone pulsating with soft, inviting light. Paws gasped in amazement, while Turt nodded knowingly. The friends circled the whisperstone cautiously, watching as its light pulsed in gentle rhythm. The bamboo around them seemed to vibrate with energy, reflecting the stone's magical glow. When Paws touched the whisperstone, a vision appeared before him, a patch of forest where all sound had vanished, waiting in silence for someone to restore its voice. With determination in their hearts, Paws and Turt set out on their quest, carrying the precious whisperstone. The path ahead glowed faintly under the starlight, guiding their way. At last they found it, the silent patch of forest. No birds sang, no leaves rustled. Everything stood eerily still and quiet. Paws held the whisperstone tightly, feeling its warmth. Gently, Paws placed the whisperstone in the center of the silent patch. Its song rippled outward, restoring chirps, whistles, and rustles to the forest once more. The next day, a new wonder caught their attention, glowing petals scattered throughout the bamboo forest, each one humming a sweet, delicate note. Paws picked up one of the humming petals, his eyes widening with delight as it glowed brighter at his touch. Nearby, Turt examined another, listening as the hum grew louder. Following the trail of magical petals, the friends journeyed deeper into the forest, with Paws skipping joyfully ahead while Turt moved at his own careful pace. Their path led to a magnificent tree covered entirely in the glowing, humming petals. It stood tall and proud, a beacon of light and music in the heart of the forest. As they watched in awe, the tree's humming spread throughout the forest, inspiring birds, insects, and animals to join a beautiful symphony of natural sounds. One evening, Paws spotted something unusual in the night sky, a bridge made of starlight flickering and fading as if it might disappear at any moment. Brave Paws climbed the tallest bamboo to reach the fading bridge, his determined face lit by starlight. Turt followed steadily behind, never far from his friend. At the center of the bridge, they discovered a star core, its light flickering weakly. The bridge trembled beneath them, threatening to vanish into the night sky. Together, Paws and Turt touched the star core. In an instant, its light flared brilliantly, stabilizing the bridge and bathing the friends in radiant starlight. The restored bridge stretched magnificently across the night sky, a pathway of stars connecting different parts of their world. Below, the bamboo forest glowed with reflected starlight. Under the glow of a full moon, Paws and Turt discovered a maze formed of luminous bamboo. Fireflies hovered around them, like tiny lanterns lighting their way. Excitedly, Paws darted into the moonlit maze, his bracelet glowing with reflected light. Turt followed calmly, using the moon's gentle guidance to find their path. Deep within the maze, they encountered a puzzle wall with moon-shaped slots. With careful precision, Paws placed a moon gem into one of the slots, and the maze began to shift. The walls of the maze parted like curtains, revealing a glowing center with a beautiful moonlit crystal. Paws bounded forward eagerly, while Turt followed, fireflies lighting their way. At the Maison de Port, the moonlit crystal radiated pure light, illuminating the forest in a gentle, silver glow. Paws and Turt stood in silent wonder beneath the starry sky. Their adventures led them to a pool that glowed with star-like sparkles, reflecting the constellations above. The bamboo around it seemed to pulse with vibrant energy. Unable to resist, Paws splashed joyfully into the glowing pool, his wet fur sparkling. Turt waded in more cautiously, enjoying the cool water and the dancing sparkles. Beneath the surface of the pool, something caught their eye, a glowing starstone resting on the bottom, surrounded by curious fish that circled it endlessly. Carefully, they placed the starstone on a rock beside the pool. Immediately, the water glowed brighter, and the entire forest began to shimmer with magical starlight. The pool's radiance transformed the forest, making every leaf and blade of grass sparkle. Fish leaped joyfully from the water as Paws clapped his paws in delight. A mysterious humming sound led Paws and Turt to a glowing cavern hidden among the bamboo. Even from outside, they could feel the strange vibrations in the air. With fur fluffed in excitement, Paws stepped bravely into the cavern, his bracelet glowing in the dim light. Turt followed close behind, the humming growing louder with each step. Inside the cavern, they discovered the source of the humming, magnificent crystals of all shapes and sizes, each one singing its own perfect note in magical harmony. When Paws and Turt touched the humming crystals, their song grew stronger, spreading joy throughout the forest. Animals began to gather at the cavern's entrance, drawn by the beautiful music. The crystal song echoed through the trees, inspiring birds and animals to join with their own sounds. Soon the entire forest was alive with a symphony of natural music. Under a canopy of stars, Paws and Turt discovered something new, starflower buds glowing softly in a forest clearing, waiting for just the right moment to bloom. Gently, Paws touched one of the buds with his paw. It trembled with light, responding to his touch like a shy friend. Turt watched patiently, his pendant swaying in the night breeze. Understanding what the flowers needed, Paws and Turt began to dance under the starlight, encouraging the buds to open. With each step, the buds glowed brighter and brighter. One by one, the starflowers opened their petals, releasing soft light that drifted upward like tiny stars returning to the sky. Paws gasped in wonder at the beautiful sight. Soon, the entire clearing was illuminated by the blooming starflowers, casting a magical glow over everything. Paws spun with joy while Turt swayed gently to an unheard melody. A familiar puff of sparkles announced the return of their friend, the mischievous forest spirit with fluttering leafy wings and a perpetually cheeky grin. And the spirit presented them with a gift, a beautifully crafted bamboo flute that sparkled with magic. Paws gasped in delight while Turt smiled approvingly at the generous offering. Placing the flute to his lips, Paws blew softly, producing a sweet, pure note that echoed through the forest. Animals began to gather, drawn by the beautiful sound. As Paws continued to play, the flute's melody created glowing patterns in the air, dancing and swirling like visible music. The spirit clapped with delight, encouraging him to play more. Soon the whole forest was alive with music and movement as the spirit twirled to Paws' melody, with fireflies and animals joining in a joyful celebration of sound and light. To celebrate all their adventures, a grand feast was prepared on bamboo tables throughout the forest. Animals gathered from far and wide, with fireflies providing a magical atmosphere. Paws played his bamboo flute, sending beautiful melodies soaring through the trees. His bracelet glowed with happiness as animals cheered, and Turt tapped his foot to the rhythm. To everyone's surprise, Turt began to dance, his shell wobbling slightly as he moved with surprising grace. Paws clapped enthusiastically, delighted by his friend's hidden talent. The forest spirit led a dazzling finale, scattering glowing petals that drifted through the air like magical snowflakes. Paws and Turt watched in awe as the forest transformed around them. As night fell, the friends stood together beneath the stars, their silhouettes framed against the glowing forest. Their adventures had brought eternal harmony to their beloved home.